Ladies and gentlemen, a strange new Legend of Zelda rumor just dropped for a game or games that you probably never even heard of. So let's go and get right into this video. Yeah, this is going to be the second video of the day, because why the hell not, right? This Zelda rumor, very strange. You know, Zelda is my favorite franchise of all time. I have special consoles, I have all the games, I have merchandise, I have pretty much everything you could possibly have as a Zelda fan. And even myself, I have never heard of these Zelda games. So that's why we got to talk about this rumor, because what the hell's going on, really? So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep these communities growing. And let's go and get right into this one. So yeah, let's start breaking all this down. This leak is coming from Nash Weedle, who I want to give them credit, as well as myself. Like a month or two before the Virtual Boy was revealed for Nintendo Online, I found the trademark, and then I said that the anniversary, like the 30-year anniversary, is right there. I had a feeling that it was coming back, and then Nash Weedle said that it is coming back, and then the Virtual Boy in fact came back. So that's why I want to give them some credit, because if something weird and wacky like that could happen, so could this. Leak expressed, Nintendo is bringing back the Legend of Zelda Ancient Stone Tablets. The obscure Satellaview exclusive game is coming to the Switch too, and it looks like it won't be the only one. Will Satellaview arrive on Nintendo Switch Online as a classic console? So I think I had like briefly known about this console, if that even makes sense, briefly knowing about something, but I know it was like an add-on to the Super Famicom in Japan. That's all I knew. I don't know much about it. But this thing has like its own games, and I'm saying that in a question because I truly don't really know about it. So this is what I was able to find out. This console, and this is just going off Google, was released in 1995 in April in Japan. It was a satellite modem peripheral for the Japanese Super Famicom, allowing users to download games, magazines like Nintendo Power, and special content via satellite broadcasts from the Saint Giga radio service. So this was Saint Giga and Nintendo working together, at least that's how I think you pronounce this. It offered unique titles like BS Zelda, which I don't even know what that means, BS Zelda, and Mario Paint, featuring real-time SoundLink audio, but was expensive and eventually discontinued, although fan-run emulated versions like Satellaview Plus keep the experience alive today. The hardware was a modem that attached to the Super Famicom expansion port, requiring a tuner, and then this part is like super funny to me, and an 8 megabit memory pack. Man, so this is cool, but I still don't think I understand like that much about it. But yeah, this came out April 23, 1995. So the 30-year anniversary was in 2025. That's why I'm feeling like Nintendo could bring this back for a weird and wacky reason. This ended in 1999 because of high cost and low profits, which makes sense. Since this was only in Japan, it was probably dead on arrival. Like if they would have brought it to America, maybe it would have survived, maybe not, I'm not sure. But what I find most interesting about all of this, this is from nintendo.fandom.com, which great website. I actually look at this website all the time to learn stuff, but these are the games, all of this right here. Now some of them are the same game, just like multiple versions, I guess. So this is the Legend of Zelda Ancient Stone Tablets, and then there's the Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda Triforce of the Gods, Mario Paint, Excite Bike, F-Zero, all that good stuff. But I still, like, even reading this, I don't really understand what it is. So The Legend of Zelda Ancient Stone Tablets is a Nintendo-developed Legend of Zelda video game, initially broadcast in 1997. So does BS stand for broadcast? That would make sense, right? The game is a sequel to The Legend of Zelda and was one of the more popular games released on the service. It was released in 4 segments or episodes. So it would be a game released basically in waves, like you would tune in to play this part, then this part, then this part, and this part. Strange, but I guess it's like a way to get people to tune in. And then right here you can see the release date of this, starting March 30th, 1997, and finishing on April 20. Let's go. It's so stupid. Yeah, weird. Oh, this is even crazier. Like the game before it, Ancient Stone Tablets does not star Link, but rather the Satellaview's mascots, the Hero of Light. Before the game starts, the player can choose if the character is to be male or female. Interesting. Which was only present in this game and the one before it, but not in any other title in the series. That's actually a very interesting fact right there. The game is generally considered a remake of The Legend of Zelda: Link to Past. Wow. Oh, and the first one was a remake of the original Legend of Zelda. Very, very interesting. So some of the differences right here: when the player equips the Pegasus boots, they are now allowed to change the direction, making it easier to control. Wow, this is so interesting, man. This is crazy. Like I said, Legend of Zelda is my favorite franchise of all time, and I didn't know anything about this. I think I seen like a thumbnail for Did You Know Gaming about this console, maybe watched a few minutes and then went about my day. The player must collect ancient stone tablets instead of crystals and pendants. It's very hard to tell the difference between a wall that can be destroyed and a wall that can't, while this wasn't the case in the original. Yeah, in the original, there's like little cracks with like a little like horseshoe shape above it, so you're like, okay, I know to destroy that wall. I wonder why they would do that. There are no visual differences, but rather the player will have to hit the wall with his or her sword to see if it can be destroyed. So it's basically like playing A Link to the Past on hard mode. Very, very interesting stuff. So this is a BS game, which I still don't understand what that means. I want to say broadcast, but I don't think that's true. And then obviously F-Zero, Mario Paint. Wait a second, Excite Bike, Bun Bun Mario Battle Stadium. So Excite Bike with Mario? We have Famicom Detective Club right here. That's really cool. And yeah, I don't know much about all of this stuff right here, but if this is in fact coming to Nintendo Online, or did come to the Nintendo Online, I would assume that means all of these games would be translated, and maybe that's what they were working on. This is weird and out of left field, but I feel like Nintendo's trying to preserve their history right now with adding all these games to Nintendo Online. And it's really cool. You know, maybe this comes to Nintendo Online, maybe it has some interest, and maybe Nintendo revives or brings something similar to this back, where they release games in episodes, or, you know, every season there's like a new episode of a game. So it's like you have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, or something. I just think the idea is very interesting. And I'll be honest, I would much rather have this than the Virtual Boy. Like, the Virtual Boy, cool, but is it really? You know what I mean? It's not at all. That's the answer. The Virtual Boy is not cool at all. I know Nintendo's been obsessed with 3D forever, but it's like, buddy, it's just not worth it in my opinion. But yeah, there's 3, I guess, Zelda games here. Very, very cool stuff. So is this going to happen for Nintendo Online? I don't know. That's why this is just a rumor, but I find it one of the more interesting rumors. We've seen it in a very long time. And that's why I felt making a video just about this instead of like a bunch of news together, because it's almost like a history lesson, right? We cover the rumor, we learn about the console, we learn about the games, and I truly learned something today. So hopefully you might have learned something as well, or you enjoyed this. But as always, in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about this. I would truly love to hear your thoughts and opinions, because I just don't know about this stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Hit a like and subscribe on the way out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Bang, 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 bang. And you guys know me. I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace.